across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. And that one will bounce out of... back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Gets through, and now an opening. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
Here's 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And got his man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 11. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 31. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mariota. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Jacobs again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Evades him at the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. He'll check this down to Johnson. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now it's Penny. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Catch made by Slayton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Throwing, Mariota. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Play action now. Mariota. Flushed out right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They juked him. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watch.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Third down, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Second down, McKinnon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Mariota. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Tony. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones to Galladay there for a giant first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mariota to throw it. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he finds Waller in
in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Mariota's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
To throw is Mariota. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mariota. Going up top. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Six yards left on 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. give to Jacobs running right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of